This is running Starlink. Hey, see, what I'm gonna do is I got the Starlink mini kit. It's brand new out of the box. I got EcoFlow. I got two of these. Love them to death. So what I'm gonna try to do and demonstrate, or just share and showcase, is what your contents look out of the box. I'm in southern Georgia near Hinesville, and so with it being the winter, actually in the back of my truck, I'm oriented towards 117 and 120 degrees. So I do have some solar panels. I'm not going to set up now, but ideally what I would do is connect those to this bank. The weather looks good, and that way I can put them like on my windshield and over, and then that way I don't know what this pulls. I haven't done the math and the Ohm's law and all that stuff. So for you right there, I'm going to try to give you guys the best picture. If you're live, listen in, share. I'm pretty raw with my content and footage, so if I miss something or you're like, hey, what do you mean by this? Absolutely no. You know, I do reviews, and I had someone say, oh, this isn't a review. So this isn't necessarily a review, but like when I do reviews, it's either like review what it looks like outside the box or performance and such. So anyhow, open up the Starlink mini. Got one at the house, love it to death, and they got a power bank. So my intent right now is to open this up, demonstrate and show, set it up. You all on the live feed, you might lose some feed unless I can split screen, which I'll try, because I don't have this activated yet. I've had it for a couple months. So with all being said, let's go ahead and open this up. You guys probably will get a better check for you all, and then I'll raise it up for you. Got a couple cameras going here. So if you're live, there you go. And then I might have to zoom, but what I love about Starlink, like I said, like this is not my first hardware. But you got the one, like it just gives you like really, it's almost like in case there's an emergency, like on an airplane, like real simple instructions. So discard that. There's my antenna. See. All right. All right. Here's my cable. Some detailed directions. And then I'm actually, this is like a mount adapter. And then ultimately, my power cable, which if you look at here, there's two male ends, convenient. So I'm going to go ahead, because I kind of anticipate having had one. Just plugging it in. And so I'm going to bring this over here for a second, because this is really where I'm making money. And those with them live, I'm going to have to go Starlink out. For you guys that are watching, you get to see. I actually don't think it's going to be very painful. But so just real quick on this EcoFlow bank, I love it. So for you guys going live, here are like the outlets, and then you guys can see here, and you got 110s, you got 12 volt. You can put solar panels in here, 12 volt DC to charge it, as well as 110. And then on this side, USBs and USB-C. You can see right here. I'm gonna drop all these links in there. So I actually just kind of like I put this on wheels in my house and use it. I'm a huge fan because it's like, well, if you like think of like the hospital and you see those like people like carrying around a bag, like sometimes I just put this on wheels and roll around with it. So without further ado, you guys going live, you might as well lose me, but so I got one. I'm checking all this stuff. Oh, yeah. See, I'm gonna go to setup. But hey, for live, let's move this back out of the way. I'm gonna talk this through. Try to orient so you all here, get a little bit closer. So I'm very familiar with Starlink, but yeah. So I'm gonna have to put the cable in there. I already did that. There's the QR code, so you guys live won't lose you. And if you look at number 3. And I realized this is a terrible video for y'all. So let's start over. So on number one, I need to plug in the back of the antenna with a male in, and then I also need to prep the plug-in. Alright, so like I was saying, to those, on number 2, QR code, and then if you look down here, 3, so it's giving me, should be 110, so I'm actually going to plan on putting this on my hood. Then before I go in the app, it looks like, and then it's going to tell me what to do. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. So, stand by while we do that, and then, for you that are not live, I'm going to adjust you all to the best of my ability. And if you can't tell, like I know some people, they have this all like sorted out and super clean. Yeah, doesn't always work out that way. So here we go. I'm in. That's what she said. All right. So for those of you that are going live, let's see if I can do what I want to do. All right. Well, it looks like we're gonna lose the live. All right. We'll be back. All right. So without giving like all my personal information, I'm gonna do open up Starlink. That is the one. So I'm gonna go here. I have 2 subscriptions. Alright, so the other one is in standby mode. Then you go ahead. You see standby mode? Sorry, I'm trying to make it. Yep. So I'm gonna go resume service. And I'm gonna do roam 50 gigs right now. Because I don't plan on using much data. But what I like about Starlink is they give you a lot of flexibility. So we'll go 50 gigs. Alright, switch to plan. Cool. Alright. Alright. So it actually says it's active right away. And you guys probably saw the address, whatever. So let me go back over here. I'm gonna streamline this. Alright. So it says fine. Clear view of the sky. So I'm gonna test this to see if I can leave it on the back here. And I'm saying I have a clear. I have a location. Alright. So I went through there. And I'll show you. Ooh. Plug in Starlink. Alright, so this is where I'm gonna have my power bank. Power it on first. So it should get powered on. My Starlink is plugged in. Settings. Starlink, sure. So it says establishing connection to your Starlink network. So with the other one I have is an older one. It's a lot bigger, and it actually has a Wi-Fi router to this. So maybe you all know better than I do. All right, so I got Starlink. I'm assuming I'm going to have to change that at a later date. It's obtaining, okay, so connected, no internet access. So to my ignorance, looks like they have a router built in this. It's pretty cool. All right, so I'm going back to the app. Probably should record the app for y'all. It says connecting, and I'll bring it over to y'all. So go in there, connected, no internet, but I'm connected to the Starlink. So I'm going to go here and Starlink pair successfully. Continue. All right, so you can see it's in the network. So it's searching. We'll see what it tells me. Let's see what stats we have. I like the power draw. So right now on this power bank, I don't know how you guys can see it, and I'm probably gonna have to move that antenna. I'll check it out in a second. Bear with me. So right now, this is the only thing I have plugged in, based off its power draw, is I got 17 hours, and this is only at 66%. So it's only pulling, I'll just say 20, 30 watts. So essentially, I would have internet for 17 hours more. So bear with me here. So it gives me an option, Wi-Fi not configured. So I'm going to configure it while it's in there. So I'm going to make my network name. I don't know what I'm going to do. Think about this. You'll never know. All right, so it's blind settings. So SSID, username, and then we'll see if I'm oriented the right way. So this is super cool. I didn't realize how the box, the router, is there with it, but even better. It's good to see your face too. All right, so it's applying settings. Let's configure the Wi-Fi. I'll bring it over so you can see. Again, I recognize it's kind of like raw, but that's what's going on right now. Meanwhile, I'm assuming on the backside, it's still trying to connect with the network. I don't know if I have a satellite oriented the right way. I am trying to put some solar panels into this power pack later. So I do, where I'm at right now, have my truck generally oriented 117 to 120 degrees. So when BMMT, sunrise, the sun comes over, what I can do is lay my solar panels on the top of my truck, over my windshield, and adjust accordingly, and then plug it in here. All right, so give me an option to connect. I'm going to see if it actually is working. All right, so it's configuring the Wi-Fi still. It gave me the option to connect my phone to it. So it says it's offline. You're stalling a ton, maybe. It says optimizing connection. So I guess determine which satellites will provide the best connection. You guys probably want to see this. So compare like compare what I'm used to. Like this is like Series Z. I have it. Man, it's gonna be real simple. I can just move this wherever. Like, literally, if you think about it, and here I'll just give you like a general view. So see like, well, you can see my yard. It's very open. There are trees around, but like it's enough open space that I don't think any amount. I can just literally just do like a 360 with this. So compare my other one. My other one was great. It is still great. It's on the roof of my house. But this is too damn easy. Like, why would you have a tech come out to your house to give internet? I mean, you got all these satellites in low orbit. It makes the most sense. All right, so on my stats, I can show you guys here, but ping success 0%. That's not good. Power draw is 23 watts. So I think it's still firing up, but it's optimizing connection. This is the first time I pulled it out of the box. And with my so the other one I have, like it automatically adjusts, which is kind of nice. I mean, you still have to make sure it's like in a clear open area. Okay. No. Right. I didn't think I was. No. Okay. Sorry about that. Apparently, driving a truck in the country, you're supposed to drive it to a school zone, but anyway. All right, so for what it's worth, I can hear this thing humming. So it's still optimizing. But yeah, let's do the stats real quick. Starlink is reach. I'm gonna be rebooting. So that's probably what that noise was right over here. All right, Starlink isn't reachable. Starlink app can't reach your Starlink. Connect to Starlink Wi-Fi or select remote. So I'm gonna hit start. All right, so it looks like reset and it's having me go back into the Wi-Fi, save, check this one. What's password issues? Authenticating. Cannot connect. All right, I gotta go back and check out this one. Connect to Wi-Fi. All right, so this is like new for me. So, oh, boom. All right. So I probably should have showed you all. So I have two different accounts. I have this, the mini, and one other one. So I had to go through that, and now it's connecting to this little guy over here. So what I'll do for you all is Starlink app cannot reach your Starlink. And there we go. So, but let's see what we get stats and anything. All right, so we didn't have that beforehand. Sorry for the glare. So we have that now. So what I will say is like super user friendly. You might have to like just be patient, but I do have ping success. That's what I'm most curious about. Oh, Starlink is so I personally think I have like a bad position. So what I want to do is like, well, where do you want me to go? So bear with me. Let's do a speed test. Yeah, sure. Running a non-Starlink speed test over your current internet connection. Okay, cool. So what I need to do is figure out the orientation. Oh, well, look, it says we're online right now. See that? So I'm gonna go in like fan and it looks like I'm gonna fat finger my password. Settings, go to Wi-Fi. And while I'm by like the Starlink right here, it does have a little bit of a humming noise. Shouldn't be too concerned with that, but depending on what purpose you're using this for, could make it hidden, which I like that, and I might do. All right, save. All right, so router. I think we got that sorted out. I don't think I need to reboot it. All right, I think we're checking speed test right now. Oh yeah, I'm like. So I think this is like prioritizing. I have a software update. From line, I'm done. So, and to Starlink's credit, I've had it in the box for like 4 months, so that doesn't surprise me. All right, this is going here. All right, so 27.9%. Let's see if I can do anything with the alignment. All right, Starlink tilt is correct. Make sure your Starlink is mounted correctly or set on a flat ground. Starlink's temporarily lost its position plug because of software update. Don't stand in front of your Starlink or jolt it while. I think we're good. Stern. All right, so this is kind of cool. It says turn Starlink to match target. Rotate your Starlink to match the outline. I'm gonna. So it actually like gives me a box to rotate. We'll see if that was the right position. So that was actually cool. It's very interactive. So you see I'm in the box there, so I'm assuming hoping start. Oh, boom, boom, shakalaka. Right. East, so it means all my almost pointing north. All right, let me go back to Starlink. Line. I'm online. You guys probably want to see. Look at me. Software update, 62%. All right, so let's look at this. This is good stuff. So we're getting somewhere. So you can see the ping success, latency. So power's really good. It's the low 20 watts, which is not much at all. Again, I'm assuming this update's kind of affecting it, but now I'm like more properly aligned. And actually that update is going a lot faster now. Let's do a speed test for waiting. I'm good. Yep, so now I got up speed and down, uplink speed, which is good. Just so you guys can see, there's a software update. That's 85, so we're almost done. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Because ideally, and what I don't know though, is so like the router's here. I don't know how like strong it is. But what I do know is I'm oriented that way, and there's a long cable. So I'm kind of eyeballing where I think I would put it. But that's just kind of fun. I have like a huge wide open yard here, even though I'm like out in the hills where it sticks. But this thing worked. Just like the older one, if you probably already know if you're familiar with Starlink, but you have a huge panel and it has like it has a different mount. It does figure this out for you though, but this gives you an app that's interactive, which is good. But like I have it on my roof, and I'm in like that one's used in a residential area, so it's a little more cumbersome. But this, I mean, this is slick. I mean, that app helped me out, so we'll see how much it's gonna work out. Right now, ready to update, install now. Your Starlink will reboot to install a software update. Your internet connection will be disrupted temporarily. So, oh. Right. So there you go. So Starlink about to reboot. Internet will be unavailable for a few minutes. And so also what I'm looking at, this is a Google Pixel 9. I'm looking for that. So obviously it's rebooting, so it's trying to connect. All right, so here, if you get one of these, and you have if you have one, it's gonna be super easy because you don't have to select. So I'm hitting the one here. All right, I'm gonna try to connect the Wi-Fi. It probably still rebooting. Yeah, so I'm in my internet selection on my Pixel. So as it's rebooting, it hasn't fired up yet. All right, so it's back. All right, password, authenticating, IP address, boom. All right. So what I'm gonna do for proof of concept is I'm gonna turn off my 5G. So I'm going straight Starlink. I'm probably getting radiation right now too, by the way. All right. Check. Alright, rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. So, I put in my channel. Can you see? It's right there. You can see there, I turn it off my internet, so if this doesn't work, then we got some issues. Alright, I pulled it up. And here, look, that was my little live I did. So, very raw, like, it's kind of wrong with it, and I try to be real. But if you have any questions or stuff, like, this was super easy. It was not rehearsed. I actually had solar panels I was going to hook up to this, so in the morning they could charge, but I don't know where the cable's at. So anyhow, if you got questions, comments, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. I really don't care. But from what I've learned, like, usually I'm looking for stuff like this, and it helps people out. So with that being said, Renaissance Chick out.